Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the reading for the Taurus full moon and the lunar eclipse. So I'm just going to wait until some people come on, make sure everybody can hear me okay, and then I will go in with things I've been being told. And there's quite a lot at this as well. So people are starting to come in there. If you're in, if you can hear me, could you please let me know? Yeah. Hey, Evolving Love. People are coming in there. Thank you. Hi, Sandra. Right. Okay. So, how has everybody been? Because what a crazy, crazy time it's been. Hi, Hollow. Yeah. So, I done the last video. I done it early. I was told to do it early, and then yeah, everything just went crazy. It all makes sense now why it does. But I am no longer in Memphis. I am back in the UK. I'm back in Newcastle. Kind of laid low for a couple of weeks. I had to quarantine and everything. And what a very, very bizarre time it is. So, like I say, we had the Scorpio moon. Tomorrow we have the Taurus full moon. And there's a lot of things coming through with this. I haven't got notes. There's just been so much coming. So I'm just going to completely freestyle it. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. So, first of all, I've been talking to so many people within my coaching, within daily life, all over the world, friends that I have had who all are going through very similar. This is quite a dark time. Okay, now some of us like the dark, but whether we like it or not, it is essential. You know, we need night as well as we need day, otherwise we wouldn't rest. So we've got to actually, like I say, we talk about delving into our shadows, but this is all about almost letting our shadows come to the surface. Now, what? It's been gnarly. I mean, it has been really fucking gnarly, you know. I've probably been at the, God, the, what do I want to say this? I was talking with my coach last night and it was about vulnerability, okay? And I will say that in this last 2 weeks, I have been the most scared, I have been the most lost, and I have been the most kind of doubting that I have been in probably the last 20 years. We are going through a 19-year cycle as well, so that probably makes sense, but it has been tough. Now, when I've sat with Spirit, I sat the other day and I said, I was talking to my aunt and I said, oh, I'm totally disconnected from Spirit. And Spirit just said, no, you're not. You're disconnected from yourself. So I was like, all right, okay. That's me telt. So, yeah, what I'm being told and what I'm being shown about this time is that we're really, really digging down to the surface. I mean, I know I've talked about it in the past and go into your shadows and la-di-da-di-da and all of that. This is a massive, massive soul calling for us, okay? We're going to get our arse kicked. The more we are not doing what they're showing us to do, the more they're going to kick our arse, okay? We cannot get out of this. We cannot swerve from it. We cannot hide from it. There is no way out, otherwise, got to go through it. And the only way we can go through it is to feel our way through it. And this means feeling all of that shit, all of that pain that we've suppressed for years, okay? Years and years and years. And it's coming up and it's horrible. And when I look at it, it's like, it's black, it's tar, it's like, it's not good at all, man. But it is coming up to be purged, okay? We've got to release it. And the only way we can release it is to feel it. So expect to feel shitty, okay? If it hasn't already started, expect to feel uncomfortable. The other night, I was sitting in inside of my body. I was so uncomfortable. I was like, I just want to get out. And I feel it was like, it was almost like I don't belong here. Where do I belong? I don't belong on this earth. I want to go back to where I know it all makes sense. So I had to sit with that squirming and that uncomfortableness, because I knew if I tried to mask it, then, it was only going to persist. Okay, so what we resist persists. What we actually bring forth is what is going to save us. So when I'm laughing here because it's the absurdity of it. Because none of it is real. This is going to be such a video. I don't even know where I'm going. Probably the men in white coats will come and pick me up from this. But this is almost like our soul's mission, our soul's knowing. It knows why we're here. It's signed up, to be here, to incarnate at this time. But this human experience that we're having, we need to go to the depths. We need to feel it. Now, you will feel alone, okay? If you don't, then that's absolutely great. But I would say that most people during this time, or this last couple of weeks, or, the next week or so, will feel very alone. They will feel misunderstood. They will feel as if everything that they have ever looked to for security and support is fallen away. Okay, it's like our normal coping mechanisms, our support network, our tools that we've got that keep us, all love and light and keep us in alignment. They're gonna go. We're gonna be like stranded, going, what the actual fuck? Okay, and that is okay. This is exactly what we're meant to do. Now, this is saying, it's like we need to realize, right? Okay, they're saying here we need to realize that we are totally alone to understand that we are all one. That makes sense. And we need to just breathe. We need to breathe our way through this, okay? If we're still breathing, we're still here. We're getting through it. So it doesn't matter how uncomfortable it feels, how dark it seems. There is light. We just might not see it now. We're not there at this moment to practice love and light. Okay, we've got to go into that dark place, because that is where we're going to get our freedom. Now, this lunar eclipse that we have tomorrow is in Taurus. And, it's a Taurus full moon. So as we go into, I think it's the end of January, the nodes are changing. Now, the last 2 years or so, we have been in Gemini, Sagittarius, and Gemini is very heady. It's very air. Look at all these people. I've mentioned it before. I'm not going to go into that. It's I'm right, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Everybody has a voice and everybody's shouting as loud as they can, but nobody's listening and nobody's actually getting the message from this, that it's basically that, hold on, we need to come together if we're ever going to have peace, or we're ever going to kind of help humanity in some way. So as we go into Taurus, Taurus is an earth sign. This is saying get grounded, okay? Get grounded. Anything that you have been doing that has been detrimental to you, that is, these escape mechanisms, whether it's drink, whether it's drugs, whether it's sex, whether it's overworking, whether it's, God knows what, whatever you do to excess, to escape, is not going to help you at this moment, okay? You've got to feel it. And what is happening here, this is a massive shift. This is showing us a little bit of what we can have for the next couple of years. And Taurus I love Taurus, okay? I really love Taurus, and I've got a real thing. Taurus guys are just like, there is something about their energy, whether it's friendship or whatever, there is something about that energy that I feel completely safe. And it's bizarre, how the presence can, and I think it's this groundedness, so Taurus is very, very, it's safe, okay? It's safe, it's strong, it knows who it is, what it's doing. It's earthy, Okay, it's like it's not scared to get its hands dirty. And like I say, it can be fierce, but only if aggregated. They're saying there. Well, aggregation is what you do with the land, isn't it? So that's quite interesting that we're almost sowing the seeds at this moment. Or they're saying there, pulling the seeds out, getting rid of the weeds. It's not about the seeds. So this is what we're doing. This darkness that we're going into, this pain that we're feeling, is actually going to allow us to have our freedom and to grow more than we have ever grown before. Okay? So this is what they're saying. Please bear with me, because I know that this sounds like, the rantings of a mad woman or something, but they're speaking to me as we do this. So this is saying to us that when we realize that the world has really changed, okay? We've all been talking about it and back to the new normal, and I don't want to repeat myself, but this is where it's changing. And we need to realize that, this is all just a fucking game, and we are choosing what game to play. So if we want to carry on and, oh yeah, I'm this person or whatever, then that's what we'll get dealt. We'll go along with them rules. But we can actually make the rules here. We don't have to follow them. And they're showing me there, it's almost like, remember when Clark Kent would go into the phone box and then he became Superman? This is it. We've got a chance to change our character. We've got a chance to change the script, and we've got a chance to change our story. But first, we've got to go back and feel that pain. It's like this is a big boss in a video game that we've got to fight. Okay? And, if you remember, I don't know why they're showing me Street Fighter there, and it was, which weapon do you choose? And all of this, and you would kick shit out of people on it. And this is kind of what's being done to us. But this Taurus is saying, no, this is the one that just stands up and people go, whoa, I don't even want to mess with that, because of the strength in what you exuberate. Is that a word? Exuberation? So what they're saying here is, when we are strong and grounded and rooted in who we are, then nothing is going to faze us. Now, okay, if anything is upsetting us, if anything is doing, really getting us feeling not good or feeling triggered or whatever, I mentioned in my Instagram video the other day that when somebody triggers us, they're basically pointing the gun at the part of us that needs to be blown up, that needs to be got rid of. Do you know what I mean? Like shot out of the water kind of thing. So they're telling me to tell you about a personal experience that I had recently, okay? So, yeah, here it goes. This is the vulnerability, So yes, I was in America, and I was with family, and one night there was something said, and it was quite cruel. It wasn't said in a nice way. It was said from, I believe, a place of judgment, from righteousness, and from cruelty. Now, the stuff that was said was not true. However, there is a part of me that still believed that that was true, okay? So this really, really showed me where I still needed to heal. I was told I'm going to be dead in a few years, that I'm pretty much a mess, that my friends and my loved ones don't love me. They just humor me and put up with me, and that nobody loves me. Now, I know that that is not true, okay? I know that I have amazing people around me that I know love me. But there is still a part of me, this little inner child that was told that when I was young, that still believes that, okay? So this really, really hit hard. And that was what brought the tower down, or everything came crashing down then. All of these walls I built that didn't have solid foundations because I didn't believe that part in myself. It's, yeah, well, I am unlovable. Why would anybody want to love me? I am a mess. I am this. All of this stuff came up, and all of these questions and all of these insecurities and everything that I repressed and done many, many years of work to work on them, they just all came and they hit like a tsunami. There were more things that happened after that, and again, all of these hits, coming to me. And I was broken. I'm at my cousin's house here, and she came and got me, and I was broken. I was like, I can't come back from this. But what I've done, when I was able to sit with it and take my ego away, that ego that was developed from that little child that wasn't loved in the way that she should have been loved, that was dismissed. When I've said to my ego, I don't need you anymore, because it came in like a warrior, yeah, I'm going to keep you safe, cut off from everybody, just run away again, whatever, and you'll be safe. But that was not what I needed to be done. I needed to say to this ego, that is not true. And by actually facing this person that said this the following day and going, that is not true. That is not true. I don't believe it. There is something about me that is threatening you. And they admitted it. And they said, well, I don't understand you. I said, but that doesn't give you any reason to attack me. So is this making sense what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I mean, this is a vulnerable shit. I didn't want to come on here and say this. But that showed me where I really, really need to heal. And what I need to do, and what I'm working on so hard, is I don't need that love from other people. Yes, it's nice to have that connection. I love that. I thrive on connection as human beings. We thrive on connection. That is where we feel safe. We need that. I've done round about 15 months solitary, okay? So I'm used to being by myself. But there's still that little bit that when I'm by myself, then I don't have to connect with other people. When I connect with other people, then that's when I could get hurt, So it's really brought a lot of things to the surface with this. And it's been hard. And I'm not just making this about me. I'm saying it so that you can understand, I haven't had a fucking clue these last 2 weeks. What am I doing? How can I do my work? I don't even know where I'm going or whatever. Until I sat with it and I allowed the pain. I got myself a shrink. I was like, right, please, I need help. And I actually said, I need help with this. Now, anybody that knows me knows I'm fucking tough ass cookie. I go out there and, a lot of people see me as fearless. And when I admitted that I was scared and I was vulnerable and I needed help, that is when my true strength came out. And that was when I was able to have compassion for myself. But I also had to look back at some dark, dark times. But I know if I didn't look at them, and if I didn't continue to look at them now, I would never make it through. So now I'm quite excited about it, in some macabre, twisted kind of way, because now I've allowed that pain, and eventually the pain subsides. And then that is when you sort out the residue. Has anybody ever had a flood and all of the water comes up, and then it's when the water goes and there's all the mud and the silt and all of that that's left? And that's when the cleanup starts. And this is what we're going through. This is what we're being pushed to. Get rid of all that shit. Get rid of the baggage. Get rid of the whole lot. Because it's cleanup time. Okay? We're going into, you think Taurus wouldn't have a mess? Taurus like nice things. Taurus is very, very sensual. It's all about the senses. It's about the smells. It's about the touch. It's about the feels. It's opulent. If you go in any Taurus's house, you will see that they have nice things. They're very, very, very sensual people, and not just physically, but like in their being. And they're not going to have somebody walking into their energy with dirty, muddy fucking boots on, So this is what we've got to do if we want to enjoy this kind of Taurus luxury and safety and everything like that. We've got to take their mucky boots off, We've got to clean them, and we've got to go in there feeling spick and span and fresh. It's almost like we're going through like a car wash at this moment, and then we're going to be sprayed with all these nice smells and everything. So we go out and we're like brand new again. A bit like almost like the birth canal, the labor has started and it's painful and it's gnarly and it's fucking, please make it stop. But the only way you can stop is to keep pushing. And then all of a sudden you're through. And that is when new life comes again. So this is time. This isn't about blaming anybody else. I have to this person that said this to me. I have the utmost respect and thanks for them and gratitude, because they taught me, they showed me a part of myself that I really, really needed to look at, that had been holding me back, and stopping me from becoming who I know I am meant to be. My soul is kicking in over my ego, saying, you know what you're meant to do. And if I'm not standing up here, spouting this to use, it is a responsibility. We all have this responsibility in what we've got to do to make the world better. And we're not going to do that if we're sitting in this victim pity party of, well, this happened to me, this happened, this is why I drink, this is why I do this is why I blah, 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 all of that. We've got to actually go in and see what it is and feel pain we often try to hide by putting the blame or diverting or distraction or whatever, okay? We've got to feel this. We've got to feel it. And the sooner we start to feel it, the sooner it is going to stop. We're not meant to go into this 2022 as the same people that went in 2020. If we think we are, then we've missed the whole fucking point. There's been struggle, there's been loss, there's been heartache, there's been pain, there's been disconnection and everything. And all of that has been for a reason, so that we can shed that which holds us back. It's not taking a risk going forward. It's taking a risk staying where you are and doing what you're doing. Because not everybody will go through to it. They won't. And this is, it's boom, it's going to get dark before it gets light again. This is it. The big boom. This is what I'm getting. And I know this sounds like all crazy, but we've just got to feel our way through it. When somebody is in labor, and if they have natural childbirth, okay, it's all about the breath. This is what they're saying. It's all about the breath. And if we learn to breathe our way through it, okay, and also swear, because swearing is actually medically known that it stops pain for a bit as well. So when we can do this, that is when we know that, I am Zen no matter what. And this is where we realize what real love is. And this is what it's all about. It's asking us to remember love. But what's happened is all of this black tar, horrible stuff has been pushed that farther down, that love isn't present in them parts. As a soul, this person that said this to me was from a loving place, even though as a human, they said it from a fucking dickhead place, But from a soul place, it was so that I could remember. So that I could remember the love that I had for myself before it was taken away from other people. So is this making sense? Because I don't know. I'll have to wash it all away. I'll have to watch this back because I don't know what's being said on this. But this is to clear our mind. Our minds, whoa, right, okay. They're saying our minds have been brainwashed, okay? They've been washed and we need to claim them back because we need this freedom again. We need this. This is so insane. I've just pulled the card, okay? Look at the card there. Look at my ring. It's literally the same one. It's a new deck of cards. And then I'm being highlighted that as well. All these connections, everything is all, it's all divinely guided. We're all pawns in the same play, you know? And it's choosing who do you want to be in your script, you know? Who do you want to be in your script? You know, what makes you feel good? What do you really, really want? Where are you inspired? You know, it's not about the ones that hurt you. It's the ones that inspire you. And this is what this Taurus is saying. Where do you feel safe? You know, it's asking you to feel that. And a lot of times it's not in the past. So I'm going to pull some cards to give myself a break because they're coming down. And it's like, whoa, man. It's like, please stop the channeling because they're coming down like this. And this is because I have been so disconnected. Honestly, if you had seen me these last 2 weeks, I was scared to even think about doing a video because I'm like, how can I guide people when I am this much of a mess? But even by admitting that now, that is vulnerability, that is strength. You know, my coach last night said to me, what is the one thing, and this is a great question to ask yourself, the thing that I am hiding from the world and I don't want them to know is, and then repeat whatever you want to say. And mine was that I guide people to be fearless and to live in love. And this last couple of weeks, I've felt so far removed from love and I've been in so much fear. But I am only human as well. So even me being able to say this now, I am so fucking proud of myself because at one time I would never have admitted that. I would have said that that was a flaw. So this is what we've all got to do. Look, ask yourself that question. What are you hiding from the world and what do you not want them to see? And then whatever it is that you're hiding, you go out and you fucking own it. Don't let them take it from you. Don't let them use that as a way to keep you trapped. You know, because you're safe to be you. It doesn't matter who you are, you're safe to be you. And this is what this Taurus moon is asking us to see. Okay? Oh, God, I've gone on a right rant today, haven't I? I wasn't even going to do the video. Whoa. Wow, look at that. The one that's just jumped out, the alchemist. And this is what it's about. Okay? Alchemy, what does it do? What does it do? It takes two components and it puts them together and it makes them gold. And that's so strange because the last couple of weeks, all I've been getting in my head is stay gold. Stay gold. You know, I've just got this little place to live and I was going to do some artwork with it. And it's from The Outsiders, one of my favorite movies, you know. And even that, the outsiders, the ones we don't fit into the norm, the weirdos, the misfits, all of the ones that try that hard to fit in when we're not meant to. You know, it's the weirdos and the misfits that change the world, the dreamers and the doers that change the world, not the ones that sit in their false safety, the ones who are safe in who they are, safe in the knowledge that there are others like them around the world. And that's it. Find the others. Dr. Timothy Leary said it. What was it? Turn on, tune in, drop out. This is exactly what is going on. So there you go. This is the alchemist. We're taking the way the world is. We're taking what has happened to us and we're putting it with our belief and our love and our hope for the future. Boom. And there you go. We're transmuting it. That does not exist anymore. It's not transmuted transformation, it's transmuting. We use that as our power. We use that as our fuel. Wow. This is insane. Insane. Yeah, wow. You've got to laugh at the absurdity of it, man, haven't you? You really have. You know, when they talk about that song, The Fool on the Hill, you know, the Beatles. They all laugh at him, but he knows that they're the fools. You've got to see it when we start to see the humor in this, you know? Have you ever done it? It's like, they showed me there. Have you ever hit your funny bone, you know, your humorous, and it really hurts, right? But you laugh through it for some reason. It's like, it really, really knocks, it really kills. This is what we've got to do at this time. Oh God, anybody watching this will just be like, whatever, but you know what? I don't really care. I am past caring with it now. You know, the ones that are meant to see this message will see it. So I'm going to pull a few cards just for this moon, and then I'll go on to do them for the signs. Oh man. Right, okay. I'll give a bit of a breather. Right, okay. I love these new cards I've got. They're really, really cool. Two of Cups, first card, okay? This is it. This is connection. This is union. This is going back to where we are, back to who we are. It's going back to love here, because this is where our strength is, okay? As I said, we can't do this alone. And to go through this darkness, we need to know people are by our side, okay? Like I say, we can't take their energy to make that ours, because as I mentioned before, that we need to realize we're alone in order to realize that we're all together. So this is getting quite confusing. But what this is saying is, when we know that we have that strength and that support with us to walk by our side, you know, both walking in unison, okay? Unison, union. This is where the strength is. And this is where we can face the darkness as well. What they're saying here is that for the past 8 months, okay, I don't know why they're saying 8 months. For the past 8 months, we have been completely caught up in our minds, okay? Our minds have kept us prisoners. We haven't been able to do what we're meant to do. It's like our hands are tied, our mind. Our mind what? Almost our mind emptied in a way. This is what it's showing me. You know, like when I'll probably get wrong for saying this, and if people are saying that it's this woke shit, you know what I mean? Somebody was telling me the other day, I went down to Manchester with a friend of mine, and they were saying somebody's done a t-shirt, and I'm so gutted that I didn't do this. And it's, you know, the John Lennon, the war is over, the Christmas one he done with Yoko Ono, and somebody's put woke is over, okay? And this is it. It's getting beyond a joke, this woke shit. It really, really is. You know, it's just, it's getting cruel, but that is for another day. But what I'm seeing in this, and this is why I'm mentioning that, because if I say something wrong here, the intent is not there. So, you know, when we get a lot of these kind of Middle Eastern countries where there are a lot of rules and restrictions, you know, not just on women, but on, you know, on civilians as well, you know, where they're told that it's very, very, you know, like heavily, what would you say, like kind of dictatorship kind of thing. This is what it's saying the last 8 months we've had. And this has caused us to be disillusioned. It's caused us to be like, well, what is the point? There is nothing better. It's actually almost like it's disconnected us from our hearts. But love always wins. That's what they're saying. Love wins. And when a sailor is at sea, he just adjusts his sails. And this is what they're wanting us to do with this, okay? When it gets a storm, adjust the sails. Because this is an awakening. This is one of the biggest awakenings I feel of our lives, of our lifetimes, okay? And it's coming. And this is, we're going to awaken the more we heal, okay? And in order to heal, we need to feel. We need to feel that pain. Okay, we need to look beyond what we have already experienced, look beyond and know that there is another life out there. Okay, once we start to believe it, that is when we will see it. At the minute, we're not believing it. We've lost all hope. That's what they've done to us. Okay, it was all part of their plan. But we've seen the script now and we're like, no, I'm not playing that. I'm going to play the part in my play. And in my play, this is what happens. And in my play, it's full of flowers and it's full of color and it's full of funky stuff and it's music and there's dancing and there's love and there's connection and there's all of these things, all of the things. And there's no control. There's no control. So it's like if we're losing control, then great. Get rid of it. Because control doesn't allow us to create. And when we're struggling, this is when we're not inspired. When we're struggling. But we've done it now. We've got through the hard part. This is like the last final bit. And then this is where the truth comes. Okay? This is it. We're going to see it. And then this is where they all lived happily ever after. I mean, God's sake, these cards we've got Justice, we've got 10 of Cups, we've got the Empress, we've got Queen of Coins, we've got the Ace of Cups. I mean, I couldn't even write this. And this is it. And the way you get to all that is realize that you're on your own and you're creating whatever is going on. The second you start to create that's when the casts come in. Okay, so it's almost, is this making sense at all? Because the only thing that has been blocking us and the only thing that has been keeping us imprisoned is our own mind. That's it. Or the things that we've allowed into our mind that have gone in and like ate around like we've believed them. No. I believe in love. That's it. When I'd done that journey, I'd done the hero's journey, I took all of the plant medicine and I went deep, and some of you have seen the video that I talked about with that. And it was all of this. This was before this happened, the December before all of this kicked off. And I was told it all, they're going to program us, all of this. I didn't get it. I didn't know what they were saying. And it was only when I started to feel love again that I became untouchable and I became like Teflon. And the more they tried to attack, I just stood. And then I said, I believe in love. When I said that, the whole lot disappeared. And that was when I was transported back into the place with my people, with the good people, the paradise that is still there. We've just been steered and geared too far away from it. Okay? So this is it. This is coming to the end of the drama, the end of this play. It's like the Netflix series is finally finishing, it's the finale of that. And then the start of whatever you want it to be. Like I say, I've just got it again. Stay gold. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But we need to go into this. Remember all of this stuff we've repressed and release it in order for us to go into this light and lighthearted. And that's it. This is when the light is going to come back into our heart again. I love this. But it comes after the pain. We've got to feel the pain in order to let the love in, if that makes sense. Just mind blown. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to do these readings for people because for the signs because I can see this. This is gonna take me like somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Right, okay. So who we're gonna start with? We're gonna start with Earth because it's the Taurus. Okay. Right, I've actually got some angel cards here as well, which I never used. They're my aunts, and I'm going to pull an angel card with each, and I'm going to pull a work your light card with each one. They're telling me that was not my decision. That's what I was told to do. Right, okay, so this is for earth signs. Right, what have we got to look forward to with this? Oh, earth signs, earth signs. I feel there's a bit of a roller coaster coming, okay? Well, right, okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a battle between your head and your heart, okay? What I feel here is I feel you're going to be vulnerable, but you're also going to be shown or become aware of somebody else's vulnerability, okay? This is somebody coming to you with a message of love, okay? They're coming, they're there, they're laying their cards on the table, they're being almost like they're being vulnerable, they're laying their self bare. I think that's the word that they're saying. Now, with this, there could be an idea of the future. Somebody coming in, yes, this is what could happen. And straight away, we've got this like, woof, you know, this sword coming in. The head's going to kick in, okay, rather than the heart. Sorry, I'm trying to make sense of what they're saying to me here with this. So there's going to be this almost message, choice, head goes into it, okay? So this is it. So it's asking you, it's saying that you will be a bit defensive in some way. But what they're saying here is if we look at everything that's been said in this video and we see that nothing is wrong, everything is exactly how it is meant to be. We are in the right place, we're at the right time, and the right things are happening. So when we see it like that, there is nothing we can do than be accepting, okay? And what they're asking us to see, what they're saying this will do, is show us both of our sides, okay? We're going to be shown, earth signs are going to be shown their dark side, their light side, their shadow side, their light side, okay? And they're going to be able to merge them. This is where they're going to be able to move forward. Now, I feel that there's something that's been connected to finances with earth signs here. And this is saying there's a feeling of not feeling worthy, a feeling of not feeling lovable, a feeling of not feeling that you are worth enough in order to receive from other people. So it's almost like this lack of love has given you lack of worth, which has then led to lack of financial gain and lack of desires, abundance, any other limiting belief in there. But what this is doing and what this is coming, and it's all stemming from this message, it's like it's all going down in a circle, is really giving you a good, solid foundation on which to build, okay? This has got roots, this. It's not just built on sand, it's got roots. It's going to be quite... It's going to be quite... coming out of the blue, I feel. This is it. But it's heartfelt. This is heartfelt, you know, it really, really is. And it's, you know, this is part of you awakening to who you are, okay? Now, I'm not seeing a couple, anything like that within this, but I'm seeing you becoming better, becoming the best person you can be. I'm seeing clarity coming. I'm seeing things cleared up. And I'm seeing that whatever you learn within the next 9 days is going to be very important for your future security as we get into April, okay, which is the start of the astrological year. So whatever is happening now, Earth signs, is really strengthening your reserve, and you're going to see the rewards of it as we get into April. Okay, now I don't know how long that is, because it's saying you'd almost forgot to believe in magic. You know, things have been a bit tough. You have, and you've got different thoughts and different things going through your head, you know. But whatever is happening in these next 9 days, I said, yeah, this is really, really going to turn your power all the way on. It's like, yes, turn it all the way on there. And big changes coming for Earth signs, okay? But I feel within this next 2 weeks as well, you're going to be given options. There's 2 paths. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But you've got to heal before you make this choice. So you've got to recognize where you need to heal. If you just try to go through one, you're not going to get there. It's going to be challenging. Okay, they're saying you don't have to make a decision straight away, but you've got to look at this choice that is coming in. Okay. And it's like I say, please, please, please do not try and use your head in order to make this decision. See what makes you feel alive. See what lights you up. And that is where your answer will lie. Okay? You can't think your way through this. It's see what lights you up. And that is where your answer is. Okay? So that's the tarot for them. It's a heavy one, man. Right, okay, so I'm going to pull Angel card and then Work Your Light card as well. I don't normally do these ones, but hey-ho. Let's try something new. Right, okay. Right, okay, so this is for Earth signs. There you go. Teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Right, okay, that's a nice one. I'm going to see what else is in. Like I say, these aren't even my cards, so, but I did get permission to use them. So there. You are a spiritual teacher and an avid learner. Learning and teaching are linked in the perfect cycle in which information comes to you when you need it. Teach others about the topics that awaken your passions, and the more you teach, the more your lessons are reinforced within yourself. Be open to sharing new ideas and learning about topics that aren't in your immediate sphere of interest. Your students will teach you in many ways too. Trust in your teaching and learning abilities, as your mind is one with the divine mind of God. You are an intelligent and wise being. Know that it is safe in this lifetime for you to be outspoken in your teachings. So working with Archangel Zadkiel, Zadkiel is the ultimate spiritual professor. He's patient, kind, and has access to all knowledge. He's widely known for his ability to help human memory function. If you need to remember or memorize any information, ask Zadkiel to assist. Anything that you need to know, Zadkiel is glad to teach you. Just ask him questions in order to elicit his help. Sometimes Zadkiel uses the Socratic method of teaching, which means that he'll lead you so that you can learn for yourself. Being observant of patterns in everything you see, hear, and think is the best way to benefit from his teachings. So that is for earth signs. And one more. Oh. Right. This one. I'm just trying to find. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the. That's interesting. There you go. Right. So this one we have the Sisterhood of the Rose. These cards always give me goose pimples. They're fantastic. I don't often use them, but I really feel for this. We kind of need them. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful card there. See it? Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering, spending time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of your world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little bit more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. Surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. So that was for earth signs, and that's one of the things I'm struggling with being back here. Everything seems so loud, and I've been living in nature for so long, and I'm back, and I was said to my cousin, can we please go to the sea at the weekend? It's almost like I need my fix. I need to be recharged there. So, right, okay, I hope that made sense, earth signs. So I'm sorry, I can't see what people are saying here because I've got this stupid light on because the light's not very good in here and it covers where I'm seeing, so I'm not reading the things. In fact, I'll take a couple of minutes to just have a little bit of break before I do. So yeah, people, it's been wild for people, yeah? Yeah, that's it, bemused as I'm watching it all burn. Totally, anyway. I just wanted to... Oh, man. Thank you, Sandra. Right, okay. Sorry, I will read all these afterwards. I'm going to get on with the readings now. Right, okay, so this is for, who let's say, water signs. We'll go for water signs with this. Right, so water signs. What have we got coming on? Whoa. Water signs. What is going on? There's something going on here. You're trying to escape. Huh? There is no escape in that which is coming. Okay? You can't. It's trying to swerve out of it here, water signs. This is the energy I'm getting. It's like, come back here. There's work to do here. Right, okay. So when I'm looking here for water signs, this is a... what is this saying? Right, okay. There's almost like I'm saying with this, a kind of... Whenever I read, I always come from a place of love, but I read what they give me, okay? What I'm seeing with water signs, and I don't want to use the word manipulation, because it's not that. It's not sinister in any way. But there's a... did you ever, when you were a child or something like that, and you wanted something from your parents, and you always had a special voice where it was like, please, Mom, can I have this? It was, right, okay, speak properly. This like almost like a around it. What's the word for that? What is the word for that? I don't know what the word is. But yeah, it's like, it's not sneaky because it's not sinister, but it's kind of trying to manipulate the energy a little bit into your being. But it's not going to work for you, okay? It's not going to work. Because when I'm looking at this, I mean, this could even be like a seduction. That's it. That's the word, like kind of a seducing somebody or something to work in the way that you want it. So you're still controlling the outcome in a way, but using kind of your, I don't know, using your magnetism or something like that. But what this is saying is that this is really going to tell you, right, okay, this is it. This is really going to show you the dark side of you, okay? Where you actually use this seduction or almost hypnosis with people, within your voice, within your presence, within telling people what they want to hear and stuff like that. You're very, very tuned in, water signs, it is, but it's also going to show you what you do to try and get your own way. Now, this might be uncomfortable to see because, as a water sign, you might say, no, this isn't, I would never do that. But like I say, this is coming up to be shown. And also, it's really highlighting something of childhood. Okay, so this is really coming from childhood. Where did you learn this? Where did you learn that is how you got love? Where did you learn? And I don't even know what it is. This could be being the funny one, if you seduce people with your charm. Did you learn that as a child in order to get attention or whatever? So this is what it's being highlighted for you here, water signs. And I feel, hold on, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. I thought I was. It was the one come then it went. But what they're saying here is this is please don't shy away from this, because this is such a spiritual gift which will actually leave you actually stronger and more powerful than you were before this. So what this is saying is, by almost using these tactics to entice others into your way of being, you're taking the onus off yourself. So it's actually got a counteractive effect, if that makes sense. And you make it all about the other person rather than about you. So if anything, you're blocking what you want rather than actually getting what you want. Okay? And this is why it's being shown, because it's saying it's time for you to get what you want. It's time now. But You cannot get what you want until you take out that which is in the way of you getting what you want, which is actually you. And the way that you go about trying to get what you want. Oh, God. So the key to getting what you want in the future is actually hidden in the past, and why you actually decided to do this, why you decided to give your power away in that way. And this is where the changes are coming in. So if you really, really go into this dark shadow, this dark part of yourself, and admit it to yourself and fucking own it, this is when the illusion disappears, you know? This is when you will be more powerful than ever before. If you, like I say, if you're watching this and you're getting triggered and you're all uncomfortable and going, yeah, she's rubbish, she knows shit, great, you know, it's going to continue and it's going to get harder for you. But if you go, hold on, there's something in that. I want to investigate this, okay? And that's what we've got to do, investigate it. No judgment, no shame, no nothing. Investigation, okay? This is when you will find your strength. This is when you will find your magic. And this is when you will find your way back to true safety, which this Taurus full moon is wanting to show you. But you have two paths here, water signs. You know, you might resist, but it's going to carry on. If you want to move on in your future, you've got to walk away from that old way of being, okay? And there's so much fun and joy in your future. If only you could see what I see with this. You've got to do the work. It's like, you know, when you do the work, that's when you get the rewards. And at the minute, you're looking at something that you think is going to bring you rewards, which is not. You know, you've got to change your thinking here. And the way you can change your thinking is to change your being and change your doing and start looking long term. You know, this little seduction thing might get you what you want in that moment, but it hasn't got legs. It's not going to carry on long term. And I see so many good things here for you, okay? Especially finances, especially a lot about finances coming up here. Especially finances, but until you start to tell the truth to yourself, they're not going to come in. It's like that is the lock, that is the combination to the safe that these finances are kept in. You know, when you can actually start to tell the truth about yourself and the shadow parts of yourself that you haven't owned before, because that's when you'll be on a solid foundation in which to build. And that's when you actually know that you're coming from a place of love rather than doing things for love, okay? That's what I'm seeing here, water signs. Sorry. Going to pull an angel card for you. Let's see what we've got. So for water signs, oh, there you go. Came straight out that one. So we have Archangel Ariel. I never usually work with angels. So bizarre. So spread your wings. And it says, Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect for you are ready to soar. Although you may feel intimidated by the prospect of change and by the thought of moving past your comfort zone, you're ready to fly high and welcome new opportunities and know that it is safe to follow your heart and your dreams. Keep your focus on love and of service and of spirit, and avoid naysayers and skeptics. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. Ariel loves all living beings and gladly helps them all. She is a master manifester, and she's especially supportive of people who are healers, teachers, and service workers. She's very partial to the environmental area, and she works closely with the nature angels to protect and to heal animals, particularly the birds, animals, and fish who live near or on the water. One way to work with Ariel is to participate in environmental work, including picking up trash near a lake, stream, or ocean, donating time or money to an environmental cause, or switching to environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. Yeah, so that's it. Clean it up. Clean it up. Water signs, it's there. It's good. It's really good for you. And then we have the other cards. Where are they? Temptation. I'm getting the song Temptation by... Is it Heaven 17? I don't know if it is. If it is, that's the song that's just coming through. And that is for water signs, they're saying there. Oh, right, okay, there's 2 fell out there. Right, I'm going to put them back in because there was 2 fell out. And I'm going too far over time anyway, so just right. Okay, so this is for water signs, please. There you go. Right, okay. The Great Gathering. I like this one. I like the energy of that one. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. 96. Sorry, I like to read these from the cards rather than the tarot because I feel I can sometimes miss the message that's coming through with them. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. You're being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you in your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet. To raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you most need, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. Use this mantra. I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. And this, I feel, for water signs is saying, when I was talking about the seduction and stuff like that, be of service, okay? The more you do things as well for others, the more you will get yourself. You don't have to manipulate or anything like that, you know? You just be of service. So, yeah, water signs. Hope that's cool. Right, okay, so now do we have air signs? Yeah, air signs. Why do I want to say the music stopped? Like, it was all of a sudden I got there, oh, the music stopped. And then I thought, there hasn't been any music because I've been doing this video. Music stopped. Wow. There's a great movie called The Music Never Stopped, which is a beautiful, beautiful story about a guy with he has an accident or something. I'm not going to go into it, but anyway, if you watch it, it's a really, really good story. I'm going off on a tangent there, on a Tanya tangents. But yeah, they said the music stopped. So right, okay, so this is for air signs. Okay, air signs. Let's see what we've got. Oh, can somebody just check this? 40 people in and 40 likes. Amazing. But can somebody please just check the angel number 4040 because they just alerted me to that. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to check actually so that I can see it. 40. What is it? I like that sacred scribes. I think they're the best when I looked at these. They have to do with work, effort, stability, and strong foundations. It's to assure you that you are loved, supported, and protected. We ask you to take a moment to bask in this unconditional love, as it will hold the answer to many questions and help resolve and overcome any challenges of you. So it's a completely new energy and vibe in your life as well. It's good. It's good. Good God. Four's always stability as well. So right, air signs. What are we getting here? What are we getting? Oh, sorry. Right. So I don't know why I keep saying the word gnarly, but I've got to say it's going to be a bit gnarly, this one for you, okay? I'm wanting to say here just patience. Patience is virtue, okay? The more you're trying to cling on to something, or the more you're going gung-ho, it's like, because I feel it's almost, it's like whatever you're trying to hold on to, okay, let it go. Let it go, because if you're trying to hold on to it and grasp it this much, then is it really yours? You know, like if you hold a bird really tight, the second you open your grasp, it goes. It's away. So if you're grasping something or you're clinging on to something, there's some belief that that is not yours anyway. And that is what is causing this heaviness. That is what is causing this. I feel there's a heavy energy around air signs. You know, on the outside, they may be saying, yeah, I'm all calm, I'm all chill, check me out. But there's this heaviness, man. And that is because they're still clinging to something which is not for them. Clinging to an old idea. Clinging to an old idea of how things should be or how things could be or whatever. And that is stopping them from actually embracing what will be. You know, this is where you really need to heal. This is the pain that it is asking you to feel in order to free you. It's going to be challenging. Look out for a shooting star, air signs, okay? There's something about a shooting star. Right, okay. It's almost like you have to make changes. You're trying to, by clinging on to this old idea, then you don't have to make changes, okay? But what this is saying, it's almost like a leopard never changes its spots. It does, and it can, okay? And you're in this kind of metamorphosis of stepping into your truth. But if you're still clinging on to an old idea, that is keeping you from your own truth. And what it's saying here is you might even know that. It's almost like I'm getting this defiance. Nobody is telling me what to do. Shut up. Shut up, you know, saying all this. But it's saying it's this, there's almost like this chameleon energy. Who are you going to be today? You know, like, can you remember Mr. Ben? You know, I used to go in the changing room and he was a different person every day. It's like this. Who are you truly without your old ideas and without your old possessions and without your old kind of bravo, Brado, what do you say that? Bravado. Right, okay. What? Bravado. That's the word that they're saying. You know, that's not not right. When I'm saying this, it's like you're looking at truth, but there's another part of you wanting to still stay in I'm the king of the jungle. I'm getting that song, what's that? I'm the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP kind of thing. That's the song that's coming through here. But then there's this other part, like, oh, no, I want truth, but no, pull back. You know, so it's this battle that is going on internally. And this is where I really feel this is, sorry, top of my back and my shoulder is really hurting here. This is only something you're going to figure out for yourself, you know? This struggle is not real. You're causing this struggle by trying to be in control, by not seeing what is in front of you, by not opening your eyes and, you know, seeing that things can change and people can change. And just because you done something then doesn't mean that it hasn't changed and evolved, you know. And this is why it's let it go. Sometimes things are past their shelf life. But it's this security that this belief is given, but it's a false sense of security because it's keeping you almost defensive in some way and in lack and not having what you want. So this is saying, you know, like, you've got to open your heart. You've got to open your heart in order to go forward. You cannot stay with one foot in the past. You've got to draw a line. Go back to the past, see what you've learned, reminisce, blah, blah, blah. Take the magic from that, you know. This is it. See how you're going to use that to fuel your future, because there's pain in your past, there's love in your future. But as I said in the one before, you have to go back to really dissect the pain in order to step into love. That's where the alchemy comes in again, the balance, you know. You have to be trusting and you have to be trustworthy. Because there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of gunk. I'm seeing gunk here, you know, and it's, if you walk away from your past, you've got to fully walk away. You cannot keep popping back. It's like, you know, it's like getting to the end of the gate and then going, all right, okay, well, I'll just go back for a cup of tea. All right, okay. You know, and all of this, it's when you close a door, you've got to bolt it. You cannot keep going back and popping in. And this is what it's saying to you. This is where your evolution is. This is what's going to allow you to feel safer and go forward. This is going to be quite kind of a spiritual initiation for you, you know. If you're that determined to go down the path that you thought was for you, you're just hitting dead ends here. You're not going anywhere there, you know. But it's almost like this addiction, this, you know, this compulsion. But this is getting in the way of you reaching another level of spirituality and also healing your inner child. Because your contentment is not there. The happiness you seek is not in what you've done or what you've been doing. It's when you walk away from what you've done or what you've been doing. That is where the true celebration comes. So yeah, it's like you're kind of in limbo at the moment, you know? You don't know what the future holds. You can't go back to the past. What do? You investigate, you dissect it, you take the lessons from it, and you move on. Okay, you keep going forward. I'm going to pull an angel card for you. Yeah, it's quite a strange one. There's a strange feeling I'm getting with that. Almost a bit like a numbness. Right. So the angel card says, clear your space. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Here you go. You know, I mean, what many people don't realize, okay, is when we talk about protecting our energy. We talk about protecting our energy and all of this. Now, you know, how many of you get up and don't shower? You don't shower for a week. You don't shower for a year. You don't shower for 10 years. You don't shower all of that, right? You imagine that? This is the same with our psychic energy. You know, and we pick it up off everybody we come into contact with. Those that we physically interact with, you know, we pick it up from them. And there's, you know, I always like say, you know, there's a great article online somewhere about it. And it's like, never sleep with anybody you wouldn't want to be. Because when we're forming energetic connections, you know, with them people, we actually can become them. And this isn't just a case of safe sex. This is a case of, you know, like safe sex for your energy. You know, I always carry a bit Palo Santo in my bag for if I can't come back and shower. You know, if I've been like in a pub or in a restaurant and I'm talking to somebody that I don't really, the energy isn't great, you know, I can go outside, have a cigarette and have a waft of Palo Santo, you know, because energy is so important. But we don't realize that we leave ourselves open to it so many times, you know, and then we wonder why we're feeling, you know, kind of like off or whatever, you know, and sometimes it's not even ours. So, you know, that's, I feel a collective message there. So, right, so this one is clear your space. I really feel for air signs, this is what is needed to do. Your home and work environments affect you on many levels. Clutter can erode your energy, creativity, and prosperity. I'll help you find the time and motivation to clear interferences from your physical environment. Together, we'll release anything that is not serving you. We donate it, recycle, or discard unused items. We'll open the windows to circulate fresh air in the rooms, and I'll escort lower energies away. You'll notice huge improvements in all areas of your life as a result of this endeavor. Working with Archangel Jophiel's aura is deep rose pink, signifying her beautiful, loving, and caring nature. Dark pink crystals such as pink rubellite are associated with her energy. Anytime you're involved with redecorating or spring cleaning, call in Jophiel to help you. It's like having your own spiritual interior decorator and feng shui consultant. And I'd say clear your clutter. I don't know if air signs, I'm getting really, the back of my head is really hurting at the moment. Like I say, down my spine, the back of my head is really, really hurting at the moment, you know. So please clear your space, keep it light. That's what you really need to do. Make sure you're in a light environment, you know, in this next week or so. So right, I'm going to pull a work in your light card. I'm starting to get drained now, can you tell? There you go, there's your card. Right, okay. Boom. Like I said, air signs, it wasn't. I mean, this is it's intense this time for everybody, okay? It really, really is. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I'll call you after this, okay? Evening, Tanya. Right. So this is the initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So 68. Right. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, or of safety, or security, of depth, and of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, and devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred, it will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. So there you go, hair signs. You know, it's we've got to go into the shadows in order to find the light. Okay. So last ones, fire signs here. Oh, right, okay. Oh gosh, God. Right, okay, fire signs. Right, okay. Get out of your head. Okay, this isn't time to be in your head. Isn't time to be in your head. The more you are in your head, the more you're stressing, the more you're worrying, you're leaking power. Like really, really leaking power here. There's got to be some changes made, fire signs here, okay? But you're being a bit stubborn, right? Okay, you're being a bit stubborn. There's healing to do, and you're not wanting to do the healing. You're trying to put it off. You're trying to swerve it. You're trying to avoid it. It is coming for you, okay? The best thing to do is stop and invite it in. Because if you're trying to run from it, it is always going to chase you. When you stand and face it, it will disappear or it will disperse, okay? This is what they say in fire signs. So what you need to do is almost drum up an idea to go, right, okay, I'm going to face whatever I need. Make sure that you have almost like like an emergency services. I'm not saying that as in police and ambulance. I'm saying a friend, get yourself like what is it they call it when like parents do it, you know, at schools and stuff. I was never invited to any of the school the parent groups. So I don't know, but is it like a round robin kind of thing? Something like that, you know, where you're like saying to somebody, right, I'm going to look at my dark stuff, phone me in half an hour, phone me in an hour's time, phone me in 2 hours, you know, because I might need your support at this time. And this is what it's saying at this moment, because you really got to go in. And it's almost like I'm saying this, you know, when was it Daniel that dragged the thorn from the lion's paw or something, you know, like he went into the lion's den to remove, you know, that like the thorn in his side. And this is when I get this, it's like almost like a hallelujah. I'm getting, wow, such a flash of green and blue within my eyes there. It's almost like, you know, when Excalibur is took out of the stone, and it's like all this, whoa, you know, this is what is going to happen to fire signs, but you've got to venture into the pain. It's almost like, you know, when you see firemen, they've got all the stuff on, they've got all the protection there, they know what they're going into, and they go into that fire. Okay, and this is what you've got to do. It's almost like you've got to walk through that fire to actually come out the other side, you know, But make sure you have all of the protection. Make sure you have the support around you there as well. It's like I say, you might kind of think, oh, well, I don't want to do that. I'm going to just swerve it and I'm going to go away, or I'm going to move away, or I'm going to do whatever. I go out with my friends and I'll have fun rather than address this. That is not the way to be, because this will always chase you, okay? So you need to actually address it now. This is where the magic is. This is where you can transmute it. This is the work that you've got to do in order for you to actually find your happiness and find your peace. Now, what they're saying is, unless you do this, they're not going to let you move on. It's going to stick here, it's almost like a detention if you don't do this. Now, you might not want to do it, but what they're saying here is that it's almost like this is a massive opportunity for you that you're actually seeing as a hindrance in some way. But this is something, if you do this, ka-ching, 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 it's almost like security, but financial security is coming in for you. Happiness is coming in for you as well, and a long-term plan for the future. But you cannot plan unless you actually address that which needs addressing. Okay, so this is time to take action, but it's not action forward, it's action into this pain. Go into the battlefield, like I say, into the lion's den, into that burning building. You've got to go into all of them, in order to rid yourself of that which you are carrying. That is where the transformation will come. Okay, don't think about it, just do it. The more you think about it, the more you'll put off. This is about doing, okay? Gotta do it to heal. It might be challenging you, but this will lead you directly to the truth. Okay, you're saying there, oh yeah, but that ain't the truth. I know the truth. Yeah, the fire signs, they're saying, okay, what they're saying is there's a lot that you don't know. Okay, they're getting it. I'm feeling the resistance that is coming up with the fire signs here. I'm really, really feeling it. It's like, I don't want help. It's like, have you ever seen a child that you've got them in the high chair and you're trying to give them something to eat and they don't want it? They're not taking that. It's like no, mouth closed, and they are not getting it. This is the energy that I'm getting coming in with these. I would rather struggle than ask for help. I am the fire sign. I can do this. It's like, okay, you're going to do it, but then you will suffer. You will, unless you feel this pain, you're going to continue to suffer. And there's so much good out there for you. Okay, there's so much brighter for you. But it's like I say, you will never get that unless you go into this burning fire. So it's sulking. I feel you're going to want to sulk as well. It's like this reading is actually not even being nice to me. It doesn't like me. It wants me to stop. But this is the only way that you're going to go forward, fire signs. Okay, this is going to open your heart, and it is going to open the door that will lead you to a much better spiritual understanding. Okay, but it's up to you whether you take the path or you're not. But if you don't, you could miss out on something very, very valuable, I feel. Okay, it's like I say, it's almost like I'm getting you like the three white monkeys. I don't want to say, I'm not listening, like la 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 la. You're clinging on to your old ways, and you know best, and that's, I cannot tell you not to. All I'm saying here is that is why your vision is clouded. They're saying to you, go in there and the clouds will part. Okay, go in there and you will find your fortune. Go in there, what we're saying, and you will release yourself from prison. Go in there and you will have abundance rather than lack. Go in there and you will start momentum rather than feeling stuck. But if you know best, I'm getting very much here, like the devil angel on his shoulder, So yeah, it's there. It's entirely up to you. Fire signs, it's up to you what you want to do, but it's going to be a bit tricky. Now, I'm not just being nasty to you. I'm not just picking on you. It's going to be gnarly for everyone. It's going to not be nice this week. So I'm trying to be as as nice as I can. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. I'm going to pull an angel card for you, and then I'm going to pull a work your light card for you as well. So for there's one. Oof, they're going mad, these. Right, okay. Right, okay. So this one is Archangel Raziel. This is for fire signs. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. Hello. Oh, yeah, look, my little friends. Hello. Right, okay, no, I'm busy doing a reading. What? The two massive German shepherds here. Right, so this is Take Back Your Power. So it says you are a luminary, a sage, a wise one, a high priestess, high priest, a wizard, and a supreme manifester. Now is the time to summon up your spiritual strength and power and put your authority into action. Lovingly and firmly transform your intentions into reality. Say prayers about your intentions and ask for guidance and signs to shape your manifestations to the highest possible level. Archangel Raziel's name means secrets of God, and this archangel will help you understand esoteric spiritual ideas and apply them in practical ways. Call upon Raziel to assist your alchemic work and turn your ideas into gold. And then we will have a work your light one. Ooh, there you go. Right, there you go. Get grounded. Right, this is what this Taurus energy is going to do for you. It really is. So, get grounded. Okay, so you are being called to get grounded to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well. Balance your energy and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all superpowers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this is from your field. Ground yourself by connecting to Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded and connect with the earth. So you've got to do fire. This fire energy is coming out and it's asking you to ground. So that's it. I'm going to pull one more of these, I feel, for a collective and just see what it says. It's like I say, it's not going to be easy, but you know, we can, when we see that it's all just, again, none of it is real. Nothing to get hung about. Soul family. So this is for the collective, okay? And what this is saying is call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It is time to call in your soul family and support team, people who get you at a soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you, people who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, a coach, a mentor, or a healer. Tune in to what kind of support you really need right now. So call your support team. And this is what we all need to realize, you know. I mean, the healing journey is something we have to do alone, okay? We are predominantly alone, but we can call in support from other people to help us on this human journey, healing journey. It changed it to human there. So yeah, we can call on others to support us. It's like, please, I need you to hold space for me at this moment. This is what I need. And if they can't do it, then that's fine. They can't do it, you know. But there will be people that can. And like I say, this is it. We need to be there for others, be there for ourselves, and allow ourselves to be helped as well. Because that is a sign of true strength. And like I say, this is what we're doing. What's happening at this moment is like it's almost like a kind of, it's almost like an exorcism of the old that's coming up, you know. But we need to stay rooted and grounded, and we need to know that we're going to get through this. We are. But like I say, with people by our side to do it, it makes it easier. Okay. So that's it. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Hang in there. We've got this. And yeah. I won't be doing a video next week. That's what I've just thought. I won't be doing a video next week, but I will the week after that. So yeah, please follow me on Instagram as well, you know, because I will be posting on there. That is where I'm more active, although the last couple of weeks I haven't been, but I'm just taking the time that's needed for me. And I hope that video has helped you. And if it has, thank you. Please leave a comment. It always helps. And if it hasn't, I'm sorry, you know, maybe I'm not the reader for you. So, yeah, I'm sending you all lots of love. Satna.